ready now.
After proving a reliable first-party developer with Sly Raccoon and Infamous, Sucker Punch would spend the better part of 6 years crafting their PlayStation 4 magnum opus, Ghost of Tsushima. A samurai epic inspired by the works of Kurosawa, and faced with the unenviable task of matching up to some seriously tough competition, even amongst the PlayStation 4's own pool of exclusives, Sucker Punch have managed to deliver to a high standard. A moving story, stunning world, sharp combat, and immense range of activities blend into one superb whole. And while some minor blights mean it doesn't quite reach the apex of sandbox gaming, it's still an absolute must for PS4 owners. Set in feudal Japan, a period with surprisingly sparse coverage in gaming, Jin Sakai is the samurai hero of the piece. When the Mongolians invade, led by the fierce Khotan Khan, Jin and his fellow samurai prepare to defend the land. But the battle ends in disaster, with almost all the warriors killed, Jin's uncle captured, and Sakai left for dead, only barely surviving thanks to the treatment by a thief named Yuna. As Mongolians take over the entire island, it is up to Jin and warriors he recruits along the way to repel the forces. It sounds like a predictable tale, but the interesting centre comes from the samurai code, which Jin begins to break to try and overcome the overwhelming oppression of Khan. A majority of the cast are extremely likeable, with Jin proving a compelling protagonist who grows into the hero of the land, but it leaves you wondering whether the personal cost is too great, providing a huge layer of tension. With a remarkably mature script, excellent voice work, and incredible facial motion capture, the story is beautifully told.
Cowards without honor deserve no mercy. No mercy! Fire! For Tsushima!
The first thing you'll notice is how incredible Ghost of Tsushima looks. The huge sandbox is rife with details, be it falling leaves, waving crops in the wind, and stunning lighting, which cloaks the land in light, dark, or sun, depending on the time of day. Unique settlements are dotted around, with their own intricate decor and NPCs roaming around. Animations are fluid, whether during cutscenes, combat, or horseback. It's a beauty, so much so the photo mode will get incredible use. But the audio doesn't slouch either. The music, a rich accompaniment including orchestral, oriental, and epic themes, adds weight to every moment and emotion. The sharp sounds of combat, whistling wind, and ear-ringing explosions hit the mark. As mentioned, the voice work is impeccable, while also allowing for a more faithful Japanese track. You can even add a Kurosawa filter, which colours the screen with a weathered black and white filter and scratchy audio for maximum authenticity. But Ghost of Tsushima is not just a presentation powerhouse, with compelling gameplay to boot. On the technical side of things, it's mostly positive news. Combat is smooth and responsive, with a focus on timed parries and dodges which let you perform a devastating counter-attack. Enemies require differing tactics, as larger foes and shield wielders prove harder to put down than archers. But Jin's 4 styles of swordsmanship, learned by increasing his level, are more efficient against different types of Mongols, requiring constant management to ace. Stealth is great too, with clear line of sights and a slew of techniques allowing you great satisfaction as you snuff out an outpost without making a sound. Even smaller elements, such as horse riding and platforming, control well. There's only a couple of noticeable downsides. The camera during combat is, to be frank, inconsistent. Sometimes getting stuck on objects, obscuring your view, or meandering to catch up, it can prove hard to control. Some missions where stealth is mandatory, naturally, can prove frustrating, though frequent checkpoints ease that burden. But for the most part, Ghost of Tsushima is a hell of a lot of fun.
Yasuhira Koga, the butcher of the rebellion. Time hasn't changed you.
You were a child when Yarikawa burned, boy. For 15 years, I dreamed of cutting Lord Shimura to the bone.
You won't live long enough to face him.
While there's only been a small number of samurai games, Ghost of Tsushima is among the strongest. This is best demonstrated in duels, notable 1v1 fights which play like a scene out of Harakiri. A real test of your blocking and parrying abilities, these epic fights demonstrate Sucker Punch's love for Kurosawa, whether it's the brief stops for the participants to taunt each other, the brutal blood splatter which forms further into the battle, and the often dramatic finishes which leave you breathless. It highlights how beautifully combat flows, and without the camera woes which plague regular combat, these encounters are wonderful. Other cool touches, like how you can challenge unaware groups of foes to a standoff, with quick reactions required to strike first, make this some serious samurai wish fulfillment. If you've ever dreamt of becoming a samurai, this game is for you.
The heavenly strike couldn't save you.
Along with traditional, albeit exciting, story missions, there's a plethora of side activities throughout the 3 locales. Fully fledged side missions prove a highlight, offering an insight into the lives of peasants you meet along the way, and feature some very haunting outcomes. Mongol bases are another huge component, allowing you to either take a stealthy or combat approach, and small bonus objectives offer incentive for experimentation. There's also a ton of collectible activities, which admittedly vary in quality, such as basic fox den chases, climbing lighthouses and reigniting them, and baths which increase Jin's health. Everything you do increases his reputation, allowing you to unlock a slew of skills including multi-stealth kills, leaping strikes from horseback, and ghost weapons such as smoke bombs, darts, and a plethora of bow types. Growing into the legend is a joy, and while not every activity is a winner, they still prove rewarding to complete, and to see everything will likely take close to 50 hours. Ghost of Tsushima is a fantastic game, perhaps Sucker Punch's best effort to date, and a wonderful swan song for the PS4, as fans eagerly await the arrival of new hardware. A beautiful, bloody, and compelling journey, it blows competing samurai games out of the water. The story is immensely compelling, the world is a stunning recreation of feudal Japan, the range of mechanical elements almost all works superbly, and the sandbox trimmings come across positively for the most part. Despite some camera foibles and a couple of less compelling side activities, it proves a standout in a very crowded genre. Make no mistake, if you own a PS4, then this one should be in your collection without fail.